Alright, this is NET-223 routers. Pretty snowy out today. So we had some people that weren't able to make it in from outside of town. We went ahead, we talked about IP version 4, we talked about classes again of that, talked about 32-bit addresses and IP 628-bit addresses. We reviewed the private addresses and talked a little bit about using public addresses out on the internet. We did another example. We drew this particular network here. We said that we needed 500 hosts, 1,000 hosts, 20 hosts. We didn't complete the whole thing, but then we started off with this 192.168 network. We're going to be able to use variable length subnet masking because we're using RIP version 2. So we drew out all of the octets in terms of bits. Students indicated this part's the network, those first two, which would be those two right there. So we're not going to change any of that. We know that because of the /16. So we have the other two octets to work with. So we drew the line here. That left us 10 bits to the right. 2 to the 10th, 1024 minus 2, 1022 addresses. So that'll satisfy our biggest LAN. And so then we started writing those out. We wrote the first one out, 192.168.00/22. 22 comes from, we got 16 bits here, 8 or 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, right there. So then, first one here, 0000000, and then all zeros there, and then we did 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, so we did at least 8 of them here. I didn't write all 8 out. First one, 192.168.00, next one's 192.168.4, 192.168.8, and you can continue on. And what we did, we wrote out those first 8 and said, well, if we took and assigned that group of 8 to one side of the network, we could, and you see the extra line there, since all those zeros, since that's all the same, we could then have a summarized route for all 8 of those. 192.168 0.0/19, 16, 17, 18, 19. So if we assigned all those one direction, then the headquarters could have that one route pointing down here, and then maybe if there was expanded networks on this one further out. So then we said, if we're going to start the next one to go the other direction, we start at 32, and then you could start addressing those all out and send all those this direction in your network. Alright, we didn't finish this in class, but we got the students started. So then if you were going to subnet for that 500, right up here, we went down here and we took the first one, 192.168.32.22, right there, and then we divided to the right, and we took one place, and that would give us 2 networks of 500. We didn't write that one all out. We then went and talked a little bit about RIP version 1 and RIP version 2. Talked a little bit about configuring RIP version 2. variable length subnet masking, and then we did a little bit of classless interdomain routing. We took all these class C addresses, and then for more practice we actually, it's like creating a supernet, put all those together, and now we have this one address that can be advertised to point at all of these addresses. For example, if you were doing that with a ISP and the internet. All right, so we've got chapter 6. We've got the variable length subnet masking. Under assignments in NetSpace, there's 2 assignments there from the lab that you need to configure and scan, and if you don't get them scanned prior to Wednesday, we'll scan them before class on Wednesday here in the room. And then you do the very first lab in RIP version 2 in Packet Tracer, and you want to try to get that done by Wednesday if possible. All right. And then I sent an email with 2 projects to work on. One of them has a solution built right in, and the other one you look for solutions for errors that were made during the skills-based test taken last a week ago before break. And that's it.